Should go down a little bit more. Times throughout the day where I just become silent, deeply thinking about you and I and how/where we went wrong. I become confused by the swift switch in your stride, walk the other way, and I fought to not take offense. I vacillated between relief and distress. Probably quite dramatic words, but you get what I'm saying. I was sad. Really sad for the first time in a long time. The sadness that came earlier last week was the onset of hormones that I am often fighting to control, but these feelings were real. So I tried all weekend to be rational. I was unhealthily checking your location in hopes that I'd wake up from what had to be a mad, long, drawn-out dream. I knew you'd eventually come my way, that your face would be in my hands, or that at minimum I would talk with you face to face. Well, you know the rest of the story. You crafted it. I was waiting to hear the heart of my love. I was waiting to hear you speak.
You played one of the most insecure parts of me.
The abandonment thing. The daddy thing. You made me feel like I wasn't worth a conversation. Fading, you erased me. If I was simply a task on your whiteboard, you remember to forget. I held on to the days you expressed your deep like for me. I fought any ill fascination that you played me for another when I saw you were again in that city. Again, I was unhealthily checking your location. Now, I stopped to share. I tried to attribute the way you did this to age, wisdom, and maturity. I argued with the thought that someone else was making this decision for you. I refused to be settled with you simply missing yourself. You had given or shared all of your heart with me. We could have truly discussed a fresh way to approach one another. Maybe you don't recall the excitement in the text I had sent you that Tuesday or Wednesday regarding God really opening me up to us, both discovering our purpose. I felt a shift to correct our wrongs, most more sexual ones. I was realizing we were starting to operate more out of our flesh than in the spirit. I was ready to change that. I have to ask, a major part of your decision, and two, why did I almost have to become a stranger to you? I talked to our friend and she told me about Enneagram 5s, how they can easily become distant. Do you think I deserve? Just imagine every single day being fed by your caregiver and suddenly that person never shows up for work again. They switch the food, they forget your water. I was thirsty, not in the sense of needing to be with you, but in the sense of desiring to hear your voice.
Even apologize.
You were quite literally holding my heart and decided to give it back through the phone. As if a description would be enough for me to be okay. You forced me into a corner on my floor, bearing witness to the very breaking of a part of me. And I had to sit while it seems you only wanted to move. But I don't blame you for everything. That's not the intention of this letter. The intention is to let you see me, hear me. I know I shouldn't have been surprised. You followed through with your original intentions to remain single. Next time though, can you not say you want to marry her yet? Can you hold off of sharing your exciting new love with your friends and family? Maybe I should have paid attention. And when you said your cousin mentioning you frequenting someone new, I should have let the crush I shouldn't have been so adamant at pressing it out of you. I did that. That was me. I know that God has me in a very great space. It took a few sporadic cries and moments, conversation with friends and prayer to know that I was still worth the energy to speak to, face to face, to face, face to face, face to face, face to face. I was I still am. Was I too much? Did you lose interest? When did it? I was watching a movie for background sound today. The bitterest truth is better than the sweetest lie. You don't call it a lie, but any truth withheld is a truth not told at all. I miss my friend, your smile, your voice. I just wish you hadn't walked me to the edge, only for me to turn around, legs swinging on the cliff, and you in the deep fog from which we ended. How could you say the things you said and now have nothing to say? Your silence has made me aware that you've spoken the loudest there. It's not what they say, it's what they do to back that up. You found a way to kindly repay me in fear. That is not love. And I want to be sure I never do that again. Tell me though. Give me insight on what that was when the love falls back. When it positions itself comfortably in mama's seat and firmly believes that feet up, teeth and jaw clenched, eyes closed is the proper way to grieve. Shouldn't take heartbreak to get back to doing the things you love. That should just come with discipline. You were worth my time. Just not my heart.